there.
500.
Oh!
And Sammy is the first to collect the 7 deuce bounty.
Cool little 10K over. I mean, it is something that Roland Neal pointed out, which is that you usually do see this game played in a ring game. I mean, you must have played it.
I should know better than you in that game.
It makes a much bigger difference in a ring game because, say, there's a situation where I might re-raise with jacks or better, ace-king, and a few bluffs to balance that out. Now you add in 7 deuce there, and it really changes the situation. In a heads-up game, it's a very different effect because both players are playing such wide ranges to begin with that adding in 7 deuce matters a lot less.
Cost myself 10.
I'm happy now because if you do it, I'm good. It's only 10 G's on the pass.
Oh,
so I've got it here. It's stable.
Look at this.
Put that there.
Looks like Tom's got 7 deuce again.
Can you imagine if 7 deuce money goes more? Oh, sick.
You end up with like 100,000 in it? You probably will too.
Yeah,
every hand.
100%. Check.
Check. 5,000. Oh.
And so, if you are Tom, you're computing that the pot is 10K bigger than it actually is.
Exactly. So this is a spot where ordinarily you might check behind for a little pot control with your medium strength hand, but now you just want to win it right away. You want to be sure to win this spot because you've got 7 deuce.
Same thing about this turn bet.
Exactly, yeah.
1,300.
The pot's 16 for Sammy, but it's 26 for Tom.
Go.
Now, depending on what river card comes, there's going to be a lot of times when Tom wants to check this back, right?
Yeah. I think he'll probably check it back on most cards. He might try to bluff on, say, a jack, an 8, or a 6. But on this card, I'd expect him to check it back.
The idea he cannot get Sammy to fold a better hand.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't make sense to bluff. It doesn't make sense to bet for value. Sammy's not going to call worse, and he's not going to fold better. He could bet... If he bet, it would be solely to try to get Sammy to fold another 7.
Looks like Sammy's considering a bet here.
Yes, it does.
And is that what he should be thinking about?
He's played this hand a little strangely. He's set himself up to be in a situation where he is going to have to try to bluff the river to win, because he's called the turn with only the straight draw. But at the same time, checking twice and then betting on that card, it's hard to see what he's representing there. I'd expect Tom to call him if Sammy bets here.
Right. I mean, if he had like ace, queen, queen, jack, just, overcards, the big bet on the river is a little fishy because Tom could have a 9 here, right?
Exactly.
I mean, so it has to be a straight or a bluff or a flop full house. I mean,
even a straight or a flop full house, it's still a strange way to play the hand. You'd think he would raise at some point. Though he has overbet to his credit here, which is something I had been noticing earlier. He was only doing it with strong hands. So if he's going to take such a weird line and try to get Tom to make a biggish fold, then yeah, overbetting is the way to do it.
And what are you thinking right now if you're Durrrr?
I'm confused. I'm thinking maybe Sammy had a flush draw on the flop, or I don't think I'm expecting him to have the hand he does. The bear 8 for the straight draw.
It's a really strong call if he makes it, though. 66K.
It certainly is.
Never enough to shove, I guess.
Oh, you're so sick.
And Sammy shows the bluff.
Oh my God, bluff for the rebluff. That's 7 deuce. I told you it's either going to lose us money or make us money. Huh?
It's an unconventional line Sammy took there, but you got to respect the guts for sure.
I call.
It did work out.
You have 8 high.
Yeah, that'll do. No, I'm joking. The 8 high wins, you have 7 high.
I had a pair.
What?
7s.
75K to the good. He's taken everything
sick.
Durrr's thrown at him and thrown it right back.
Well, it's funny. Sammy actually has a reputation for being not quite the best poker player in the world, but from what I've played with him, which is a bit in the last month and a half, I think he plays pretty well. He definitely has a reputation for being pretty bad at poker, but I don't think that I agree with that. I think like that 8-5 bluff that he pulled was not something I expected him to do at all, and he's definitely got some surprising plays up his sleeve. And so far I think he's played pretty good.
Yeah, of course, things stop living.
So obviously heads-up play all about making adjustments.
Really?
And
Well,
after showing that
just-
bluff,
I mean-
is Tom going to adjust to Sammy starting now?
I mean,
I
obviously,
would think so, though. At the same time, that goes back and forth. Sammy knows he showed Tom that hand and knows Tom is going to be making those sorts of adjustments. So
have you
it's
tried
a
that sake there with the
bit of a mind game in that way.
the what's it called? Let me see if I got pieces on. Nope.
Check.
The
5,000.
sake with the cold one, bring in the bamboo.
Kind of feel like you just gave that
3
part
days.
away.
Yeah, I've had it.
Do you know how many of them I've drank? Oh my days. They're really
talking
tasty.
about
They're
the
really
sake
sweet.
at
I really
Nobu.
like them.
Gotta get the black cup with miso.
Yes.
Gotta get them in the lettuce wraps.
Yes.
Gotta get
course.
the yellowtail jalapeno.
Yeah, yeah, of
Rock
course.
shrimp.
Yeah,
The Kobe new style.
yeah. Okay, so far you're on what I want.
Lobster tacos.
Done. Yep, yep.
The great thing about this Le Ambassador Casino is it is just across the street from one of the Nobus in London. So these guys are already busy planning out their dinner break. And this could be big action, couldn't it?
Yeah, they've both got big hands. Could easily see it going 4 bets free flop.
Call.
Why not the 4-bet, or why should Tom have 4-bet?
I don't think he's making a mistake to just call there, but it certainly is a strong enough hand that he could consider it. Though, actually, come to think of it, Sammy has not been 3-betting quite as aggressively as Tom has, and maybe calling is the more prudent play.
Tom is not going to be crazy about playing a 200 big blind race
Yeah,
with 2 9s.
there's a lot of potential for it to be worse than a race as well.
And very careful check on the flop from Tom. Obviously, it looks like Sammy has an ace. Tom believes.
Yeah,
Sammy NE2 George is a well-known face on the poker circuit and a successful London businessman.
I was actually born in Baghdad, but we came over to this country about 30 years ago. I grew up in North London. I love the place. It's my town, my manor. When I was at school, I was always wanting to be center of attention, you know, and I'd do anything to get that attention. The kids over there did take advantage. I was bullied quite a lot, actually, but yeah, believe it or not, I was. Then I started playing up to the crowd to try and get them to like me or whatever. But I was always into business even when I was young. I mean, I remember there was one incident. A few of the lads from the sixth form went to Amsterdam. These kids, these sixth formers came back from Amsterdam and they sold me a pack of a deck of cards. Now this deck of cards wasn't your normal deck of cards. It was a deck of cards that had certain pictures on those deck of cards. Well, I said, well, how much is it? And they turned around and they said to me, well, we'll give it to you for £5. So I thought about it. I thought, well, hold on, there's 52 cards in the deck, you know, forget everything else. There's 52 cards in the deck, plus the actual box. Couldn't look nice, so let me sell each one for £1. Within 3 days, I cleared out bar 1 card, and I got caught by the headmaster with that card, and that was it, yeah. So from then, I was always on the move, you know, looking for certain angles.
So far, this pair are evenly matched, but is Durrrr about to step up the pace?
I've just spewed all over the set.
Most people, when they're talking in the middle of a hand, are trying to pick something up on you.
What a cooler.
Join us after the break for more action. Back in the box with Isaac Haxton here at the Durrrr Million Dollar Challenge. And Sammy's feeling pretty good right now, isn't he?
he sure seems to be.
Right there.
He's been
Yeah.
getting the best of Tom.
Easy.
He's made a lot of good decisions in
Raise
big
up to
pots.
3,000.
That 8-5 bluff was
Raise up to 11,000.
looked like a weird play when he made it, but it was not what Tom expected, and it worked out.
Something like that.
Tom, 3-betting as per usual or often. And continuation bet here?
Check.
I don't know. Well, he seems to have checked, and he's done with it.
Pass.
It's the sort of board that never